Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Let me know how I can help you. Right now, my book Crack the Female Code is on sale for only $29. Normally, it sells at $40 and is priced at $60. Go to my website. You can either use crackthefemalecode.com or MikeKollin.com, and it'll take you to the same website and buy my book, Crack the Female Code. I would also highly recommend that you read the book, Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. That's the second book on my website. Okay, something just dawned on me today. There's something that I usually share in the course that I'm going to share with you right now, because it'll help you to understand something of why suddenly the most amazing relationship within months went to hell. So here's what happens when you meet someone. Same thing with her. When you meet someone, for some reason your mating system clicks, theirs clicks, and you guys are really attracted to each other. What happens to both your bodies is essentially your hormones, pheromones, all this stuff dump into your system, and you are suddenly in love. Now, what does this do? It causes you to open up to your right brain. Keyword, unconsciously. You are not consciously aware of what you're doing, or what your body is doing. On an unconscious level, you are communicating the right brain language, and you are listening to her from your right brain. So suddenly you understand her, she understands you. And here's another thing the right brain does. It puts a lot of effort into listening and communication and expressing yourself. So in the beginning of a relationship, you're really putting a lot of effort into listening to what she's saying, understanding her, and also using words to express what you really mean so she can understand you. So the chemicals that get dumped into your system are dopamine, oxytocin, adrenaline, and norepinephrine. These chemicals combined cause you essentially to have a ton of energy, adrenaline, a ton of desire, oxytocin, etc., dopamine, which is the happiness drug, to make you put all your heart and soul into it. I mean, think of going to a bar and mixing in vodka with whiskey four different things that's just going to get you drunk. That's what this does. But what it really does is it causes you to tune in massively. All of a sudden, your five senses are heightened. You're hearing what she's saying. You're paying attention to what she's saying. Not only are you paying attention, you're paying attention to every single detail, every single word, which is what the right brain does. This is what women do almost all the time on a regular basis, even beyond the initial love phase. So here's what happens. She is blown away. She's like, oh my God, I found one, a unicorn. I found a man that knows how to communicate in the right brain language. I found a man who understands the internal language. I found a man who can communicate. Remember, right brain communication triggers her mating system and sexually turns her on and melts her heart and makes her fall in love. This is what women are looking for. Remember, her mating system is connected to her right brain's communication system. Yours is connected to your eyes. That's why it's different. That's why you don't understand women. Women do not get turned on visually. The nerve does not connect to her eyes. It connects to the right brain's communication system, not the left brain logical communication system. So here's the deal. In the beginning of the relationship, you are unconsciously doing everything right. But then something shifts. Now we're going to watch a short video clip of Tony Robbins talking to a woman at a seminar about this exact issue. And then I'm going to show you what Tony Robbins is missing that he can't teach to you, even if he wanted to. He kind of goes on he's on the surface level. I'm going to break this down in a way that you will understand this now and why my course is so powerful. Nobody else is teaching this. So go ahead and pay attention and listen.
Men love to discuss their emotions.
He was actually quite good at it in the beginning.
In the beginning?
In the beginning,
He was trying to you. And I'm curious, watch this. What were you good at the beginning that you're not good at now with him? Like, I gotta ask you, where in the very beginning when you first met him, did you start at the first date telling him what he needs to do differently?
No.
Did you wait 3 months?
Yeah.
6 months, 2 months, 3 months?
Probably 3 months.
90 days. Every man should be given 90 days before he goes to hell.
So here is the dynamic that happens between men and women. So outside of your awareness, when you fall in love with someone, you begin to unconsciously do all these things in the right brain. So number one, these chemicals, the chemical oxytocin alone, it relaxes your entire nervous system, which means it relaxes your muscles and your arteries. Now there's an artery in the lower brain. When that is relaxed, it opens wide open and allows blood to flow up into the larger human brain, thus turning on your right brain, because in blood is oxygen and glycogen. Those are the number 1 and number 2 fuel sources. So when this allows blood to fill up to your brain, it turns on your right brain. On an unconscious level, you are communicating in this brain. On top of it, you've got adrenaline going, which means you have a ton of energy. This is what women love. They love right brain communication because, again, it triggers our mating system. So you're doing everything correct, but it's outside of your awareness. You have no idea what you're doing. And that's what my course will teach you how to do when the chemicals wear off. Because here's the problem. In the beginning of the relationship, you've got all these hormones and pheromones, and it might last about 3 months or 6 months or something like that. But it starts to wear off over a period of time. So when the chemicals, those 4 chemicals, start to deplete, here's what happens. On an unconscious level, you go back into your left brain and you stop doing all the wonderful right brain things that are melting her heart, making her feel sensual and turning her on sexually because you're triggering her mating system. So now that's gone and she's looking at you like, hello. Now here's what happens. After a week, 2 weeks, she's going, the hell's going on here? You know, I get that he might not be in the mood once in a while, but I mean, come on, it's been 2 weeks, then 3 weeks. Now she's going, oh, that son of a bitch, that motherfucker was just using me. He was just manipulating. This wasn't from his heart. He just wanted to have sex, so he was doing all that stuff. Here's the thing. She thinks you were doing it step by step when you actually weren't. You were actually coming from your heart, but it was so unconscious you didn't even know that you were doing it. And right now you're going, doing what? What the hell are you talking about? When you take my course, you're going to be blown away at what I teach you. And then as you look back on all the relationships you were in, the dating and everything, you're going to be like, holy shit, I was doing this for the first 2 or 3 months of the relationship. Now here's the deal, as Tony Robbins said, so what is it that you're not doing anymore? And she goes, oh, I see what you're saying. She started to nag. So when women don't get this, like, oh, they use this voice. The nagging is, oh, I need satisfaction. I need this, please. And that's what it is. It's really a yearning. I need this to have sex with you. I need this to have an orgasm. I'm not having orgasms because you're not giving this to me. Have you ever heard a woman say that sex is all in the mind? For a woman, it is. When you learn how to do this verbally, you can give and will give women orgasms through communication. If you do it in the right way, if you're in public, like at a coffee shop, she'll say, no, not here. Let's go someplace else. I remember the first time I go, not here, what? What are you talking about? And then we went to her place and she goes, okay, let's talk. I'm like, talk? I'm thinking we're going to have sex. Well, we did eventually, but women need this to have sex. So it would be equivalent to you dating a woman for months and months and never having sex with her. But in the beginning, you had sex for the first 6 weeks or whatever, but then she cut you off. After a while, you're going to get fucking pissed. Actually, you're going to get frustrated, and that's what she's expressing when she's starting to nag. It's like it's sexual frustration. She needs emotional fulfillment before sex. Otherwise, it's not complete. It's not the same with a woman as it is a man. So when a woman starts to nag at that whiny voice, she needs communication. So here's what's going to happen. She's going to see, like, I need to talk to you. And you're going to be like, oh, you need some communication. She's like, yeah. What I will do is I will teach you what it was you were doing unconsciously. My whole course is designed to teach you how to consciously open up to your right brain. Now, in the beginning, it's mechanical, it's rough, it's kind of hard, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, the more it becomes natural. And then I teach you the internal language. And again, it's mechanical, but over a period of time, it becomes very fluid and very fluent. So here's the deal. Don't get scared thinking language. It's not that hard. It's a different series of words that you use in a different order. In the beginning, it is kind of awkward, but it becomes very simple because you get tremendous rewards from them. And here's the deal. It's everything she's ever wanted from a man. This is what women talk about when they get together about relationships. And this is the number one reason why women bitch, moan, and complain. Is because they're not getting this. I'm going to give you just a little bit of a hint or a clue. There is a series of words, languages, and words and language and phrases that women use all the time, and I mean all the time, since before you were born, thousands of years before you were born. Your mothers used it every single time you talk to her. Your sisters, your girlfriends, your teachers, your female every woman you've ever talked to has used this language in front of you every single conversation, and right over your head. To the moon, Alice! You missed it. You missed it completely. Because this is right brain processing. The left male logical brain cannot process these patterns, languages, words, or phrases. It doesn't even recognize them as communication. It doesn't recognize, it's like it's blind to it. And this is why women are always talking about how men need to improve their communication. And you're thinking, well, I speak perfect English. I got straight A's in high school and college English writing. What are you talking about? No, that's left brain. She's talking about right brain. Literally the hidden symbolic internal language. That's the language of love. And it's not about being rico suave. If you think that's what I'm talking about, you're completely missing it. You can be talking as normal as I am right now. You don't have to be all sexual and, ooh, hey, baby. If that's what you think it is, that's left brain thinking. You're not even on the right boat. Go ahead and listen to this really short clip. This is a tarot reader. I just caught her using this word. I'm like, yep, here it is. It's everywhere. Just listen.
Between you and this person after the ending of some type of a cycle here. But what I'm seeing with the star is there's emotional fulfillment coming forward. There's some type of a new beginning, and whatever new beginning this.
Number one, it is all about emotional fulfillment. And you're going, what's that? It's the number one thing I teach you in my course, Cracked Female Code. The main one is emotional fulfillment. That is a right brain internal language. The left brain is the external language. Now, I don't mean this in Mike Kollin made this up. This is literally when you study linguistics and languaging. And it turns out not only does she understand. Okay, here's another word that is right brain word that women use all the time. Clarity. Clarity in communication and understanding are extremely important to women because women don't understand men. I've asked women, so if you don't understand men, why do you always just say, yeah, and nod your head? She goes, because if we say, what do you mean? Men flip the fuck out and they get pissed off and they fucking have temper tantrums and get angry. And you know what? She's right. I remember when I was younger, before I learned this stuff, I used to scream at my girlfriend, what the fuck do you mean? What do I mean? I just told you what I mean. Guys, listen closely. You can ask your wives, your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriends. I am telling you, number one, we are speaking two radically different languages. Number two, we process the languages in two different parts of our brain using two different processors that give completely different meanings to the same words. Ask your girlfriend or wife. She's going to say, honestly, we don't understand men. We've learned just to nod our head and smile and go, sure, honey, yeah. Because they say otherwise you guys get pissed off. Okay, so there's 4 things she said in that are all right brain language. Between you and another person. That's one. Another one, there's an ending to a cycle. Everything to women is about cycles because of the way the right brain works. It sees patterns and cycles, okay? And another reason is because their body is designed in cycles, having their period every 28 days. So cycles stand out to the right brain. If you don't use these terms and terminologies, etc., they're going to look at you like, I have no idea what you're saying. Like, why don't you speak? They're looking at you going, why doesn't he speak English? You are speaking English, but you're not speaking the right brain English. The next one was emotional fulfillment. And then she literally said, there's a new beginning coming. Again, a cycle. Cycles begin, cycles end, and it's all about emotional fulfillment between 2 people. Now, here's the deal. Our language is the same thing as our mating systems. Women get penetrated. That goes inside. This is why the female language is called the internal language. This is why the internal language turns her on. The male penis is an external projectile. Therefore, our language is external and it goes in a line. It's called linear. The external linear language, L-I-N-E, line, E-R, which means goes in a direction or external. So here's the deal. You don't understand women and you don't even know that you don't even know. You are literally the blind leading the blind, having no clue what the fuck is going on. Oh, but I'm going to give you some tips. Tips are left brain processes. That does not turn on her mating system. Women fucking hate lines, openers, and tips. They fucking hate it. Because it's fake. And because left brain words, language, and processing literally turns off her mating system because it pulls her over to her left brain, which means you just disconnected her from her mating system. You've got to stop doing that shit. As I've said in the past, she's saying A out of her right brain language and right brain processor. You unconsciously bring the same paragraphs and words over to your left brain and you filter it and process it through the logical processor, which changes the meaning to every single word that she said to you. She's saying A out of the right brain and now you're hearing B out of the left brain. And now the argument and fighting begins. You said this means that. And she's like, no, I said this and it means this. And no matter what happens, you're going to argue, no, it doesn't mean that. And this is where the arguing and fighting. We are speaking 2 different languages using 2 different processors that give 2 completely radically different meanings to the same words. We don't understand each other. But you can, and it is life-changing. I am telling you, it's not just for romance. It's not just for seduction. It's about understanding your daughter, understanding your wife, understanding someone at the grocery store. It's for clarity and just everyday communication. It is for love. It's for emotional fulfillment. You're like, what's emotional fulfillment? That's another whole subject I don't want to go into right now. But it's the number one thing women are looking for, and the only way she can receive it is through the hidden right brain symbolic right brain language. If you don't know how to do this, you are destined to be screwed. As Tony Robbins says, you get 90 days until you spend an eternity in hell. And trust me, she will make it a hell. Because here's why. She thinks either you were just saying the right things in the right way to get in her pants, which really, when you truly fall in love with a woman, even when you are just attracted to her, your hormones, your chemicals, all the 4 chemicals, the oxytocin, the adrenaline, peripherin, or whatever hell it's called, and the other one, which I just forgot, the happiness drug, they're just kicking in and you're unconsciously doing the right things, not even knowing what you're doing. But she thinks you lied. And you got in her pants, and now that you've gotten laid, you don't care anymore and you're moving on. And that's why women think you're manipulating them, and this is why women will get revenge on you and tell all their girlfriends how much of a bastard you are. But you weren't a bastard, you just went back into your left brain unconsciously. What I am saying is there is an answer to all the dilemmas. Men and women can be on the same page, but you have to learn how to open up to the right brain. But why? Because that's the only way her mating system gets triggered. That's the only way she can receive love from you. Women cannot receive love in the male way. It doesn't work. It's like starting the car, getting out of your car and putting the key into the muffler. That's not where you start the car, buddy. Do yourself a favor. right now. Go to crackthefemalecode.com or MikeKollin.com. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code, and then buy my book, Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. It will blow your mind. It will change your life. Go now. Buy it now. It's on sale for only $29. Bye.